Howdy y'all, welcome to Adventures with Kendall. Today's episode will take us down to Hermosa Beach, where we'll explore the history and explore the community of this little Southern California city. I can't wait to take you there, so let's get going and check out Hermosa Beach. This is Hermosa Beach, a very special place for me in Southern California. For you see, I'm the 5th generation of my family to enjoy my time here at the family beach house. Whether it's relaxing on the beach or playing in the Valley Park as a kid, I've always had a fun time here at Hermosa Beach. The story of Hermosa Beach is quite a fascinating one, so let's get going. This area was originally part of a 10-mile ocean frontage of the Rancho San Pedro. The rancho was owned by Don Manuel Dominguez, a signer of the Californian Constitution. The area during the early days was known for the rolling hills of grain, mostly barley. It was also known for sheep raising. An interesting fact about the rancho was that a battle took place during the Mexican-American War. It was called the Battle of Dominguez Rancho, or the Battle of the Old Woman's Gun. It took place between October 8th and 9th, 1846. The first house built in Hermosa Beach was the Hill House. It was owned by the Hiss family. Ben Hiss was part of the early development of Hermosa Beach, becoming a city. In 1907, it became the 19th incorporated city in Los Angeles County. The first Hermosa Beach downtown area was located near the corner of Hermosa and Pier Avenues. It consisted of a post office, grocery store, and Kerwin Bakery and lunchroom. Later, a bathhouse was added. The name Hermosa, which means beautiful in Spanish, came from the early pioneers. Soon, another change would come to the Hermosa Beach area in the form of the Los Angeles Pacific Railroad, founded by Moses H. Sherman and Eli P. Clark. Hermosa Beach was on the route of the Los Angeles Pacific Railway running through the area towards Redondo Beach. It was later merged into the Pacific Electric and formerly known as the Red Cars. They would service the community out of a freight office and passenger station that was built on the northeast corner of Pier and Hermosa Avenues. Meanwhile, at Ardmore and Pier Avenues, a railroad depot was built by the Atchison, Topeka, and Santa Fe Railroad in 1927. The Santa Fe Railroad was operating their Redondo Beach branch through the area. Today, the former Redondo Beach branch is now the Greenbelt Walking Trail. Check out my previous video about the Greenbelt to learn more about it. As you can see, Hermosa Beach is small, only 15 blocks wide and 40 blocks long. The majority of the city is located between Pacific Coast Highway, or Highway 1, and the ocean. Redondo Beach is located on the south city limit, and Manhattan Beach is at the north. One unique aspect of Hermosa Beach is that the city owns the beach. However, it is operated by LA County, as seen by the many lifeguard vehicles that pass through the area. The Sea Sprite Hotel sits on the site where the Berth Hotel used to sit. This was the second hotel built in Hermosa Beach and is still in use today. St. Cross Episcopal was the first church built in Hermosa Beach. Not only is this a beautiful church in Southern California, but a great example of European architecture in the area. Especially when you see the beautiful stained glass windows, including this one, depicting the history of this church. Now let's head down to the coast to check out more sites in Hermosa Beach. Here is Noble Park. This was the site of the famous Biltmore Hotel. Opened on March 1926 as the clubhouse for the Surf and Sand Club, it stood on that spot until 1969 when it was demolished. As an iconic Southern California beach, Hermosa Beach averages 325 days of sunshine per year. Because of this, there are many events organized throughout the year to enjoy the beach weather and lifestyle. This includes lots of arts and culture events, street fair events, along with sporting events like beach volleyball and Ironman events. And speaking of beach volleyball, let's dive into the history of that sport within the area. First started in 1915 at Waikiki Beach, it came to the West Coast to Santa Monica in 1927. Hermosa Beach, along with neighboring Redondo and Manhattan Beach, is well known for its beach volleyball. Many current and former beach volleyball players live in Hermosa Beach. Anyway, let's get back on our tour of Hermosa Beach. We'll cross Hermosa Avenue and check out Pier Plaza. Pier Plaza is a great outdoor area for food and shopping. Here's the area during the summertime. Quite busy, isn't it? Now that we've seen what the town is like, let's check out the pier. As we walk all the way to the end of the pier, I'm going to tell you the unique story of this structure. The first pier was built in 1904 by the Hermosa Beach Land and Water Company. It was built out of wood and was 500 feet long. In 1913, the tides washed out parts of it. It was replaced by a concrete pier that is 1,000 feet long. This pier offers a great spot for wonderful views, such as straight out into the Pacific Ocean, up north towards Manhattan Beach, Malibu, and Santa Monica, or down south to Redondo Beach, the Palos Verdes Peninsula, and even Catalina Island, the latter of which can be seen on a very clear day. This pier is a great spot to look at that all around you. And it's also a great place for fishing. See, there's a school of fish below us. Here's a unique view of the pier from underneath. Quite fascinating, isn't it? A walk along the beach is quite nice underneath the nice, warm California sun. And while this is nice, there's another way to walk along the beach. Come on, let's go check out the Strand and its history. The first official survey for a boardwalk on the Strand occurred in 1901. The Strand was originally made of wood, but high tides would wash away parts of it. Later, parts of the boardwalk were replaced by concrete starting in 1914, the rest of which was completed in 1926. If you would like to see more of the Strand, check out my previous video on the Marvin Broad Bike Trail. And now we reach our last stop on our trip, the Hermosa Beach Museum. It is located in the back of the Hermosa Beach Community Center and is a great place to learn the story of this unique community. Inside this wonderful museum are exhibits including a unique collection of music paraphernalia. For you see, Hermosa Beach has a rich history in the music scene, especially with jazz and punk music. But there are other great exhibits here, such as the Beach Volleyball Hall of Fame, and of course, the large exhibit of the surfing within the Hermosa Beach area, which includes a replica of a surfboard from the 1920s. Boy, I had a great time at Hermosa Beach. It has been a very beautiful place. But now, let's head back to the studio. I hope you had a fun time exploring Hermosa Beach. It had a fascinating history, especially with its ties to both Manhattan and Redondo Beach, not to mention the history of beach volleyball. It was also a very pleasant experience. I just enjoyed seeing the beach. Just to be able to go out there and have fun in the sun, it was a blast. And speaking of Southern California, our next adventure will take us to Disneyland to watch the Disneyland Military Salute. It's going to be a good time to celebrate the veterans of our armed forces at the happiest place on earth. But until then, if you have a location for us to go on, comment or email down below. We would love to see suggestions, and also subscribe and follow us on Facebook and Instagram. We would love to see your faces. Now that's all the time we have here on Adventures of Kendall. See you later, folks, and may your gifts bless the world.